Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is about three levels of self-love. And before beginning it, I wanna ask a question to myself and to the viewers. Do you love yourself?
A few moments later.
Yes, I love myself. But am I loving myself in the right way? Maybe not. But is there a right way to love yourself? Because everyone says that love yourself, right? But they don't really say that how it actually looks like in real life. But in these three levels that today I'm going to talk about, you will know how it actually looks like in real life. So the three levels are basically the three stages towards the self-love. Self-love felt like it needs a lot of effort and time. And just because it is way out I mean out of my reach, I felt like achieving that is not my cup of tea. But what if I tell you that you're already halfway there? And these two levels, I've already passed those levels, and I'm sure you guys must have passed it already. And you're just a few steps away, and you're soon going to reach the best version of yourself.
So these first two levels, these three levels is something that I came up with because
Having self-love or practicing one, or you can actually practice self-love. It's maybe about taking yourself out for a date. Anything that brings you joy. I keep doing it. I do everything. I take out myself for a date, solo date. I buy things for me. I do journaling. I put down my thoughts, but still I feel like I don't appreciate myself a lot. I i still don't know what are my weakness. I don't know what I'm good at, and I still don't like how I look. I do not love how I sound, how I talk to people, and how I don't talk to people, how I interact with them. I feel like sometimes I just don't have words coming out of my mouth. These are few things that makes me think that, do I even love myself, or am I just pretending it? Actually, you can actually fake it until you make it. That's a good thing. But today I just want to sit and just introspect myself and get.
to that stage, third most important self-love thing.
It's not that difficult. It may take time, but it is not out of your reach. And you're slowly going to get there. Just have to trust the process and stay hopeful. So, moving on to the first one. The first one, I believe, is the most basic human thing that we do every day after waking up. We brush our teeth. We dress up. We have 3 meals a day. This because these three things are very basic and very humanly thing. That does not mean that it is any less. Waking up daily, brushing your teeth. Why do you even brush your teeth? So that you smell good, so that you don't stink when you're talking with someone else. Because when you stink or when you smell bad, it just says a lot about you. And you want to present yourself good when you talk to someone, right? And you want to stay energetic the whole day, and that's why you have 3 meals a day. And those who are staying alone, they cook meals for themselves. Don't you think that is also a simple step towards actually taking care of yourself? So we are already past the first level. The first level is taking care of yourself. So as of my case, I'm already past the first level. Going on to the second level. Second level, I believe what it is being financially independent. For students like me, I stay in a hostel. I do rely on my parents for financial assistance, but on the other hand, I can do things by myself. I can waking up was the first level. I'm washing my clothes. I'm washing my utensils. I'm taking myself out anywhere I want. I can buy my own things. I can buy my own things in the sense I can go out and buy my things without relying on anybody else. Don't you think that's a form of self-love? You don't have to rely on anyone. You're not dependent on those simple things, which matters. And second thing is knowledge. The fact that you go to school unwillingly, you go to college unwillingly, just for attendance, but you're still going there. You're having fun. You're going to college, you're going to school. Talking with your friends just brings you joy. Talking with them during class hours, playing with them during PT hours. Some of them, it looks very simple, it looks very basic, but don't you think by the end of the day you're actually making yourself happy? And studying for exams, you're trying to gain knowledge. You may be doing it for the sake of school or academics or your parents, but at the end, who is benefiting from all of these things? You are. And you're constant need of gaining more knowledge, curious about certain things. You wanting to learn more about languages, learn different languages, uh, translating one text to another. Don't you think all of these are small simple skills? And us wanting to learn a new skill is something very attractive, and it's not just attractive, it's actually beneficial for your own well-being. And doing something for yourself is what the second level of self-love looks like. If someone asks me if I love myself, I would say no, because I still don't think I'm good enough for some things. But I may not be, or you may not be you may not have reached the third level, but you're still there. You've begun your journey. Just because you haven't reached that best version of yourself doesn't mean that you that doesn't mean that you can't. So I and you, assuming, have crossed the two levels of self-love, and the third level of self-love is the most important thing. Okay. And the self-love definition, if you check it out in Google, YouTube, anywhere, they keep saying that accepting your weakness and strength, knowing it, basically reaching that stage of life where you don't care about others self, you just think about yourself. And that does not mean that you consider yourself as the main character of the life in your life, but a character that holds some importance, some weight. Hmm? And about the strength and weakness, I feel it's very important to know your weaknesses, because what happens when you don't know your weakness? Because if another person just attacks you based on anything that makes you think that you're not enough, they have a lot of power in them. And if you are not aware of your weakness, they have this ability to put you down. And knowing your weakness means, I mean, feels like, owning it. Yes, I do have this problem, but I'm fine with it, and I'm working towards it. Don't you think so? That is attractive. Hmm? And I feel like, reaching that stage is what is going to make you the most happiest person. And even if have not reached that point yet, just know that it is your cup of tea. It is everyone's cup of tea. And you've seen many people reach that stage. I've seen my sister. She loves herself. And I've seen my mom. She's so confident. And I feel like, I mean, if she can, I can also. But, just because it takes time, I just give up. But giving up on self-love, even if you want to, it's not possible. Life is a journey, and at the end, everyone is going to love themselves. Even if I wanna give up, I can't. And that is what makes me stay hopeful that if I am on the 12th level, I'll soon reach the third level. That's all. That's my whole point of the video. By the way, if you guys are watching on 25th December, then I'm wishing you everyone a Merry Christmas. And if not watching on 25th December, then wishing you everyone a belated Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye. See you on the next video if I have any content ideas. This is something I came up with. I'm very proud of it. So that's all.